A stormy night, a woman who had lost everything, and a cat who refused to walk away. When Lena found a crying baby abandoned in the rain, she never imagined her cat would be the one to save him. But what happened next shocked even the doctors. Every time the cat touched the baby, his heartbeat grew stronger. Now, the bond that began in darkness would change 3 lives forever. Watch the full story. Cat comforts crying abandoned baby in the sweetest way. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments what time is it and where are you watching from. Let's start. The wind howled through the empty hallway as Lena Ortiz fumbled for her keys, soaked from the rain. Her eyes were heavy after a 10-hour shift at the grocery store. "Milo, we made it home again," she sighed, pushing open her apartment door. But before she stepped inside, she froze. A faint cry echoed from the stairwell, not the sharp meow of a stray cat, something softer, trembling. She turned toward the sound, confused. "Milo, did you hear that?" Her gray and white cat darted out of the doorway, tail straight, ears perked. He bolted down the hall. "Milo, get back here," she hissed, running after him barefoot. The crying grew louder, desperate. It was coming from behind the trash bins. When she pulled one aside, her breath caught a soggy cardboard box. Inside, wrapped in a thin hospital blanket, lay a baby. His lips were blue, his fists barely moving. Rainwater had soaked through everything. "Oh my God, oh my God!" Lena knelt, trembling. "Who would—" She stopped, clutching the sides of the box. "Hey, little one, it's okay. Shh, don't cry, sweetheart." Milo jumped onto the edge of the box, sniffing the air, then let out a long, anxious meow. "No, Milo, don't touch him, he's freezing." But before she could stop him, the cat stepped inside the box and curled his body around the infant, pressing his fur against the baby's bare cheek. The baby whimpered once, then went quiet. Lena blinked. "What are you doing?" Her voice broke. The cat began to purr, steady, low, rhythmic. The baby's tiny chest rose and fell, his shaking eased. Her heart hammered. "Stay with me, little one," she whispered. She lifted the box gently and ran back inside, setting it near the heater. "Please don't die, please." She wrapped the baby in a towel, fumbling for her phone. 911, "What's your emergency?" a voice answered. "There's a baby. Someone left a baby outside my door. He's freezing." "Ma'am, stay calm." "Is the baby breathing?" "Yes, barely. My he's keeping him warm, I think." "Help is on the way." "Keep him close to your body. Skin contact if possible." Lena dropped the phone and pressed the baby gently to her chest, tears mixing with rain. Milo jumped up beside them, curling his body against the baby again, purring louder. Lena whispered shakily, "You're unbelievable, Milo." Her voice faltered as memories crashed back. The sterile smell of a hospital room 3 years ago. The silence after the monitors went flat. The nurse's whisper, "I'm sorry, Miss Ortiz. We couldn't save him." She'd sworn she'd never hold another child again. Yet here she was, clutching someone else's abandoned baby while her cat refused to move away. Minutes crawled. Every sound of the storm outside made her flinch. "What kind of monster leaves a newborn in the cold?" she muttered. "Who could do that?" Milo licked the baby's tiny hand, and a faint coo escaped his lips. Lena smiled through tears. "You like him, huh? You think he's yours?" Sirens wailed in the distance. A knock rattled the door. "Police! Open up!" Lena rushed to open it. Officer Reed, drenched from the rain, stepped in and froze at the sight before him. Milo lying on the towel, paws wrapped around the baby's torso, his head resting protectively near the infant's. "Is that a cat holding the baby?" he said slowly. Lena nodded. "He won't move. Every time I try to lift the baby, he cries until Milo touches him again." Reed knelt down. "Never seen anything like it. You found him outside?" "Yes, behind the trash bins. No note, nothing." He shook his head. "People are heartless sometimes." The baby stirred, whimpering softly. Milo immediately pressed closer, his purr deepening. Reed looked amazed. "It's like he knows what to do." "He does," Lena said quietly. "He lost someone, too. My old cat. His mother died protecting kittens from dogs." Maybe he remembers. The officer softened. "We'll get the baby to the hospital. But you and that cat, you just saved his life." Lena's voice cracked. "No, he did." As paramedics arrived and gently lifted the baby, Milo followed, refusing to leave his side. Lena reached out and stroked his fur. "It's okay, Milo. He's safe now." But Milo meowed loudly, almost protesting. Reed chuckled. "Looks like you got a pair of heroes in this apartment." Lena looked at the tiny hand, now grasping the edge of the towel. "He stopped crying the second Milo touched him," she whispered. "It's like he knew this baby needed him." As they prepared to leave, she glanced at the storm still raging outside. "Maybe," she said softly, "he wasn't abandoned. Maybe he was brought to us." Milo's green eyes met hers, calm and knowing, as if agreeing. The hospital lights flickered softly as nurses rushed around the neonatal unit. The baby lay inside a tiny glass incubator, connected to tubes and monitors. Beside it, Milo paced back and forth, his tail twitching in agitation. Every time someone approached, he hissed softly, not out of anger, but fear that they might take the baby away again. "Ma'am, animals aren't allowed inside," a nurse scolded. Lena tightened her grip on Milo's carrier. "He won't hurt anyone." "He's the reason that child's alive." The nurse frowned. "I understand, but this is sterile space." From behind them, a calm voice spoke. "Let him stay for a moment." It was Dr. Hannah Levis, the attending pediatric nurse. "I've read the report. The cat kept the baby's core temperature stable for nearly 40 minutes before the ambulance arrived. That's not something we should ignore." Lena set the carrier on the floor. "You hear that, Milo? You're officially a doctor now." Milo meowed and immediately padded toward the incubator. As soon as he placed his paw on the glass, the baby stirred, letting out a faint whimper before settling again. The heart monitor beeped steadily. Hannah's eyes widened. "Did you see that?" His oxygen level just increased. Another nurse muttered, "That can't be a coincidence." Lena whispered, "It never is with him." Days passed. The baby was officially given a temporary name by the hospital, Baby Boy Unknown. But Lena couldn't bear it. She began calling him Eli after her late son. Every day she came, bringing Milo hidden inside her tote bag, pretending to carry a blanket. "Lena," Officer Reed said one morning, stepping into the ward, "you can't keep sneaking that cat in here." She smirked tiredly. "Tell him that." "He finds a way." No matter what, Reed looked toward the nursery window. There, in plain view, Milo had somehow slipped in again, curled right beside Eli, purring softly through the plastic barrier. "I swear, that cat's got better instincts than half the people I know." As investigators dug deeper, a lead finally surfaced. A young woman, barely 16, was seen near Lena's building that night, terrified, carrying something wrapped in a blanket. When found, she broke down, confessing through tears. I didn't want him to die. His father said he'd kill us both if I came back. I left him there hoping someone kind would find him." Lena sat in silence as Reed told her. "She's in custody now, but it's clear she wasn't cruel." "Just scared," Lena whispered. "Then she deserves mercy, not prison." Reed nodded. "The baby's safe. The department's arranging foster care." At those words, Milo let out a loud meow, startling everyone. He climbed into Lena's lap, glaring at Reed as if he understood. Lena stroked his fur. "You hear that, Milo? They're taking him away." The cat's green eyes narrowed. He turned toward the nursery and scratched softly at the glass, his paw resting right where Eli's hand pressed from the inside. Something inside Lena cracked. "No," she said quietly, "he's not going anywhere." Reed looked at her. "Lena, I lost one child. I'm not losing another. I don't care if he's mine by blood. He's mine by fate." Weeks later, the paperwork began. Foster interviews, home inspections, endless bureaucracy. Through it all, Milo stayed by Eli's crib every night, even sleeping under it like a silent guardian. Nurses joked that he was part of the family now. The adoption hearing came quietly on a gray Tuesday morning. The judge skimmed the file, then looked up. "Ms. Ortiz, are you certain you're prepared for this responsibility?" Lena met his gaze. "Your Honor, I was never prepared for loss. But I'm ready for love," the gavel struck. "Petition granted." Months passed. The apartment that once echoed with silence now hummed with gentle laughter and the soft thrum of Milo's purr. Little Eli had grown plump and healthy, his cheeks rosy as he drifted to sleep each night in a pale blue onesie. Lena whispered stories to him of the night they met, the rain, the box, the warmth that saved him. Beside them, Milo stretched out, wrapping a paw across Eli's tiny body just like that first night. The baby sighed contentedly, nuzzling into the cat's fur. Lena watched, tears filling her eyes, but this time they weren't from pain. "You really were meant for him, weren't you?" Milo blinked slowly, curling closer. As the room filled with the steady rhythm of their breathing, Lena finally smiled, a real, unbroken smile. Sometimes miracles don't roar. Sometimes they purr. A mother's love can come in the most unexpected form, even from a cat. When fate placed a crying baby at her door, one small act of warmth turned into a miracle that healed two broken hearts. Watch till the end, and never doubt where love can be found.